What is the lowest level you can beat Pokemon Red and Blue using a Beedrill? Right off the bat, I do want to apologize. The video editor, for whatever reason, kept cutting out the end, so the only way I could get the full video in, as it seems to me, was to not speed up the video. Out of all battles, this is probably the worst one for me to not speed up because there's not too much craziness, but we can spend some time talking about what's going on in a little more in depth, and we can get into it. So you'll notice my level is level 42. So after Lorelee, I used a rare candy because I want my experience points to level me up right after the Hitmonlee. The reason for this is because we are going to be utilizing what we call the badge boost. Some people call it a glitch. I don't really call it a glitch just because you can't avoid it, or at least it's hard to avoid. So we might as well use it in our favor, and we're not inputting anything strange into the game to make it happen. It's just how the game works. So there are 4 gym leaders, and well, there's 8, but 4 of them, when you beat them, they will say your defense has now increased. So that increase is 12.5%. So once you get all 8 badges, you will have all of your stats other than HP increased by 12.5%, just standard. Now where the glitch comes in is, or quote unquote glitch, every time your stats get modified, whether it's like a swords dance, agility, a leer, a growl, screech, whatever it is, that 12.5% actually, it gives you another. So in the beginning I used 6 hardens, so I got 12.5% 6 times. So you can turn into quite a big threat if you have somebody to set up on. Now, of course, you need to survive long enough to set those up. But what is lucky for us is the Onyx is part ground, part rock. So Mega Drain is going to do a lot of damage and heal me. So I have plenty of time to set it up. And also, I really need to set up the defense early because Bruno is a physical attacker. Hitmonchan is the one that's not a physical attacker, and Hitmonchan and Machamp are the 2 that we're worried about in this run. So we don't like the special attacks that Hitmonchan has, and we don't, Machamp is just kind of a tank. So Hitmonlee is not too big of a struggle, and we are going to level up right after. So then all that badge boosting we got from the Hardens is going to go away. We will still have our Harden buff, but we will not have any of that extra badge boosting going on. So that's kind of why it's important that we do the run a few times. You're cautious of where your XP is, who you need to level up on. And what's a little frustrating is if you need your experience points to be different, you know, Rare Candy can fix it if you just need it to go to 0, that you gain none for that level. But like Lorelee, in the beginning I had to go back